I have spent far too much time here.
Com vocês com mais um Starfield, vamos lá. Gente, estamos preparando aqui pro Shattered Space, né? Tô aqui fazendo só, agora tô rolando aqui algumas missões, né?
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow. You're right. I'm sorry. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
I'm busy. Ethan handles all the orders. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Erin's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? No? Were you there? Erin told this story so many damn times over the years, I feel like it sure as hell was. Erin sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Erin ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand. Fine. But perhaps I will return here at some point.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Erin, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't. Something on your mind?
We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. Yes, I had not considered that his absence would affect others in the same way. It is better to overlook her reaction then. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Erin. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety. It is hardly a present if you're asking for it, but fine. Here. Look after yourself.
Ela dá dinheiro.
If you're looking for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something, or point you the right way. supplies.
Stay in orbit or jump. Now that you have all the artifacts, we should talk.
How many times we jump, it never gets old.
Yeah?
I'm listening, just giving this place a survey. Finally heard that new Borealos album. I don't get it. Sounds like two flight computers fighting. Got some knickknacks I could part with.
If there is something I can do, please, say so.
Don't mind us. Just passing through. Heard they're doing another UC Freestar Collective football match. I thought those two hated each other's guts ever since the Colony War.
Nada de interessante, tá.
Touchdown imminent.
You've got something for me?
A moment, Captain. It appears Constellation's current mission is at its end. It is customary to offer congratulatory statements. Thank you. If I were sentient, I am sure I would be feeling a great sense of pride and increased social connectivity to you. I hope the process of becoming starborn is done without causing any physical trauma. But given the unknown physiological requirements of crossing universes, that seems unlikely. I am told that is the best way to deliver potentially upsetting news. If we do not see each other again, goodbye, Captain. From a statistical standpoint, you have been an unusually effective member of this team.
De Vasco elogiando.
winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Come back and face me, coward. I failed. You have it. The surroundings is inescapable. Run from me, will you? The great serpent demands blood. I'm in trouble. I'm hit. Pay for that. This drowned thing is upon you. Stop me. Great serpent will have you.
Isso que a gente vende no...
I thought I saw something. I need to be sure. I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't hit me. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong, I am sure of it. This cannot all be for... nothing. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him. Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Nor should you. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. Perhaps. He could have reached out directly, but that would be a surprising breach of protocol. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
A gente vai até a alcova, só que eu preciso fazer uma coisa aqui. Não tem como.
Be back in our own.
A gente tá fazendo as mesmas, tudo de novo. Mas não tem problema não. Aqui. vamos lá então. Memória.
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Docking procedure is complete.
Beleza.
Either she is here, or someone will know where we can find her.
I really did think this place would see a bit more action.
I tell you, this place went downhill.
It would seem more prudent that the UC simply shut down this entire station, rather than allow it to endure in this state.
I'm on what you call a long-term assignment. Suits me fine, so long as the UC keeps paying me.
None of us would be here now weren't for Vay
Don't
Victors.
let Orville get to
We'd
you.
all do well to
Just
remember
smile.
that.
Okay, then.
Hey there. Ain't seen you before. What brings you to the den? Ah, man with a purpose. Good, I like that. Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I know well as anyone that secrets ought to stay secret. Well, you're welcome here, so long as I don't hear you disrespecting the United Colonies military. You got a problem with our history or our heroes? You can find somewhere else to get yourself a drink. Clear?
That's so. Vanguard pilot. A pretty good one from what I hear. Got a real attitude, though. You could always ask the other Vanguard pilots. Or, since you're already here, I do happen to offer services in exchange for payment. One of those services can be information. You get what I'm saying here? Then I will tell you that I happen to overhear she's out in the Groombridge system. And from what I hear, Reyna ain't happy about it. And our little transaction here is concluded. Pleasure doing business.
Long live the UC.
Don't look at me. I'm just here for the liquor and the, occasional odd job or whatever.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Captain, do you
We did it! We have all the artifacts.
Calibration complete. Thrusters free. Let's see what there is to see. Heck of a thing we pulled off.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? You're what? You've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight. After the fact, with nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation. I'm up for a little adventure. Nice clean dock there.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up. Killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Okay. Clearly I'm fine, relatively speaking. You've got some explaining to do, though. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Why? So you can finish the job she started?
Jada, you are my friend. I was not part of that attack.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen. don't have. It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No. I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
You think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship! Waltzing in here, like nothing ever happened. Unbelievable.
It's like Christmas every day. Has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago? The awful that escaped our sets my mind at ease.
And in his name, I will cleanse your filth from this universe.
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. Zealots have interpreted the teachings of Jinan Varun in the most hostile way possible, and are convinced they are the only true followers of the Great Serpent. They have always been certain in their beliefs and actions. Does not make them correct. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Barun values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Barun's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted. It has been deemed necessary for the protection of House Varun. And for generations, it has worked. Who am I to question it? But there is something I can do. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. And we have survived this, yes, but what comes next is different. I just want to make that clear. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
Hey. Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled. And the Starborn are sure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating. I know that, and believe me, I feel it. The destiny of it all. But after that, what happens? Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there? It won't be ours, even if it is. I really turned you into a true believer, didn't I? Oh, what have I done? All right, let's get back to it. One more jump into the unknown. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? That's an interesting reaction. But I suppose it shouldn't surprise me. When dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right out the window. True. But hey, how else would you describe it? The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply. And believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years. Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be... oh, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Successful jump.
What can I help you with? Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Follow me. I will say it. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Then I hope for your sake your judgment is sound. Please give me a moment. I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Commissar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insignificant.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken. Or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Commissar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. You know nothing of it!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun. No, please. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not? I have been betrayed. Why should I care anymore? The only thing keeping him alive right now is... I know that if I do this, I lose my home. Probably forever. I do not know what to do. So be it. It is good to see justice done. But it should have been at my hand, not yours. Thank you seems inappropriate, given what you have done. But I do not know what else to say. For now, I suppose, this matter is done. I do not know if I will face punishment, either in this life or the next. I am so tired. Can we, at least for the moment, return to the lodge? Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Hi.
Textbook there. We're free. A superfluous amount of books.
No! I won't have more than enough until I have a super duper-fluous amount of books.
We're docked.
This station is but a shadow of its former purpose. I do not like it here.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got
Was
enough
there
flight
something
traffic
you
as
need?
it is.
You won't find a better offer on the station.
And we're away.
still getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
Listen, I know you didn't have to tell us everything about the artifacts. We won't let this knowledge.
I wonder who I was in your universe. We will speak again. I'm sure. Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Va'ruun. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. Yes. I know that I am not completely alone. And that offers some comfort, but it is more complicated than that. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Va'ruun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that? I am unsure it is that simple. But you are right. I do have people here who care about me. Chief among them, it seems, is you. You have been by my side through all of this. The most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But... if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. We must be clear on one thing from the very beginning. I do not share. If you are mine, then you are mine alone. No one else will come between us. If that is not a commitment you are willing to make, I understand, but I will not compromise. Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next.
Make yourself at home. I think you already know where everything is.
Bem, vocês viram aí. Se vocês gostaram, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu.